I drove across the country and back. These three women. Lena, a housewife whose husband no longer wanted to touch her at all. Sloane, she and her husband brought other people into the bedroom. All the stories of men who hadn't sewn enough of their hoops. And Maggie, a girl whose first real experience of love was with her married high school teacher. The thing we can do to understand is to listen.
It's upsetting me and my homegirl because we feel like, well, damn, if you can't go to Bella Noche, where the hell could you go?
I drove across the country and back. These three women. Lena, a housewife whose husband no longer wanted to touch her at all. Sloane, she and her husband brought other people into the bedroom. All the stories of men who hadn't sewn enough of their hoops. And Maggie, a girl whose first real experience of love was with her married high school teacher. The thing we can do to understand is to listen.
Baby, is that the thing that we can do to understand, listen? Is this a life lesson that we need to be taking from this bizarre show? Y'all, I'm not here to talk three women alone. There's a panel. We actually have a man in the room tonight, y'all, and he's going to give his take on Lena, because what in the world is wrong with this raggedy heifer, y'all? I don't know what to say. I don't know if I can even fully articulate the emotions, the anger, the level of disturbedness that I had while watching this episode. Let's see who we're bringing up first, because again, I'm not alone. Dom, what did you think of episode 2 of Three Women? What were your overall thoughts?
Overall thoughts was I was surprised that this whole episode was Lena, that we're not going to touch with everybody else. And Lena specifically, I just was like, girl, what are you doing? Every scene, I was like, it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. Like, what are we doing here? What we need to talk to somebody. But Lena's a trip.
Worser and worser and worser. Next to the stage, we have Tyra over there at Struggle Reviews TV. Tyra, was Lena struggling today? Was she on the struggle bus in episode 2? You're
Not you muted. Oh, she's just gonna keep going.
You're muted, Tyra. Been muted.
See, every time I get on here with you, you just want to give me that muted juju. Don't put that on me. I don't want that. I don't do that. I don't mute myself. But I could never be on. No, we can't be on the same bus because I'll be on the struggle bus. And if me and Lena on the same damn bus, there's a problem. Lena is unhinged, and I'm scared for that woman. Somebody do something. Somebody stop her before she hurts herself or somebody else. It's hot out here in these streets. Somebody need to lock her up. Yeah, lock her up.
If she don't cut it out, she's going to catch a case. She's going to catch a disease, and she's going to catch a case. But, I digress. Last but not least to the stage, Kay. Let's see. Kay, is Lena like any of the clients that you're currently seeing?
If my clients are anything like Lena, I'm calling Tasha. Y'all remember Tasha when we did the deliverance? She's the specialist in that area. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that with her. Tasha?
Christina. Christina's not here. But welcome to the people in the chat already. Thank you guys so much for being here. I hope you guys are ready to dive into this wild ride, because it was absolutely I don't even know if unhinged is the word. I don't even know if that fully expresses the depth of what we saw on our TV screens. But y'all, without further ado, we're going to get into it. And I kind of touched on this a little bit, but I do want to know, as far as like story progression and where we're at in the season so far. First episode, we met all of the ladies. It feels like the next couple of episodes will be meeting them individually. I'm going to start with UK. How do you feel about the show overall in these first 2 episodes?
It's enough to keep you watching. It's plenty to keep you watching, and it it's cringy, but you can't look away. It's to the point where it's so odd and cringy. It's like Saltburn, where it was just weird, and I was like, I don't want to watch it, but now I'm already in it. I'm already in it.
Is it I'm in it and I can't get out of
I'm
it?
already there.
Tyra, what about you? Overall thoughts on the show as a whole, these first 2 episodes?
The first episode just does not prepare you for this episode. I mean, we have our moments, and we do see that Lena's a bit touched, and she wants to be touched in that first episode, but we didn't think it was going to be here. We didn't think it was going to be this in your face, this bloody, this bold, this stank. I wasn't ready for that. I am scared for Lena in her lack of impulse control. I think out of all the women, because it's one thing to be whoever you are, whatever. When you got babies, you got people depending on you, you got children, small children. And the way that she's acting, we are maneuvering like we just want to be 13, 14, 15 years old again and just live it all over again. We just don't have to do that. We need to at least be mindful of like our children. Lock the door. Was there no lock on the door? It's just not. It just seems like we're going to have her down spiral before we come full circle into anything. And I want to know why she keep putting them fingers in her mouth. I want to know that too.
Ugh, I don't know, but it's disgusting. It's just like her licking that shower slime. But yeah, don't lock the door when you have a pot of water boiling on the stove with a 3-year-old in this. Like I'm calling them people on her. If I'm the social worker, if I'm the husband, if I'm the friend, I'm calling them people to come see about them kids. Dom, overall thoughts of the show as a whole after seeing these first 2 episodes?
Well, I guess we need to call Monique from Deliverance too. We're gonna have half the Deliverance cast come over to this movie just to deal with this one lady. But I was surprised, like Tyra said, this episode is very much a surprise from what I thought we were getting from the first episode. And with Lena specifically, I thought we were going to get more of a progression, like what her issue is and her self-discovery. I thought we moved a lot faster in this one episode than I anticipated. And there's a reason adolescence is important. There's a reason, because you can make mistakes, you can do, and the consequences aren't as dire. But when you got kids, when you're grown, and you got to move a little differently, and that's not the time to find yourself without any consideration of anybody else. You can be selfish as a teenager. You can't be selfish as a 30-something-year-old mother. It just can't be that way.
30, that was kind.
I said 30-something.
Out of line, actually.
Yeah. So the synopsis for episode 2: Lena kicks off her flight from a stagnant marriage and a body of pain, both physical and emotional. She joins a woman's group at the Quack's office, and attempts to reconnect with the love of her life and begins a friendship with Gia that will change both their lives forever. Now, I want to know from you, Tyra, at 14 years old, is that the first boyfriend you had? Was that the love of your life? Like,
first of all, my mom ain't play that. I could barely go outside. It wasn't nobody nowhere for me to even get the concept of this. Like, of course there was interest. She is a woman of a certain age. Even if it was like now, especially with me having a 14, after you just said like 30, she's a woman of a certain age and a certain time. That's another thing. I'm not sure. This show is current day, right? We're not in where are we?
It doesn't really specify. I felt like it's kind of any time. You know what I mean? Like any time that you can kind of put it in there. Some of the nods give me mid 2000s though, for whatever reason, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
But with that, and me having my own damn 14-year-old, the way that they act, the love, like it's the end of the world over a boy or a girl. Oh my God, I'm never gonna find, like, we were never like that. We weren't, bold in those places enough to be like, oh, this boy I met at 14 got me some land last week. This boy I met at 14 years old, like, this is the end all to be all. Like, it's never that. Even if it was that for you, because hey, puppy love. I can't recall somebody I met a couple years ago, let alone 14.
Period.
The fact that it's so deep into her recollection, it just means that she hasn't experienced anything. That's what I'm getting from this. It seems like she went directly from whatever this situation is, and we'll get to whatever happened at the end of the episode. And she just met this man, settled, got married, had kids, and that's just what it's been. I don't feel like she's had any in between, any real dating experience. I can't remember this episode how many men she said she slept with, but it wasn't a whole lot. She just hasn't really been out there. But even so, 14, ain't nothing happening at 14 that I'm going to carry over until I'm almost damn near 40. No, she is delayed. Something is wrong, and I'm sure we're going to get into what's having her physically, emotionally just delayed. She's just not there, and it feels very childish. Something happened, and once we figure out what that is, then we'll know why she's in that current state, because that's not a regular woman.
No, and I've read about situations like that, and I probably met people in real life where it seems as though they have like arrested development, and a lot of times it's from a place where they experienced great trauma, great pain, loss, something like that. So I'm very interested to see her history. Dom, what do you think of this women's group, and what do you think of her pain? Is this real? Is it imagined? Is it perceived? What's going on with Lena?
I think it, as a non-doctor, I feel like I'm just as qualified to diagnose her as the dude that is actually treating her. But I think her symptoms probably seem to me psychosomatic, like it's brought on by stress and all this pent up energy that she has, but this women's group is probably therapy. I would champion this women's group if there wasn't an author fishing for content in the midst of it, because this whole show is supposed to be the book, right? The book that Shailene Woodley is writing. This is what we're watching, and I'm like, I know people could be really open and with their stories and stuff. You can't write a book about me and put that in there. You gotta leave that part. Yeah, all of this stuff we seen about Lena, you gotta leave that part out. And it seems exploitative. And so the women's group doesn't seem like it's a genuine safe place. It seems just like a testing ground for me to pick and choose what kind of stories I want. So that's how I feel.
Yeah, for sure. And we'll get into this group because it was a lot going on at Dr. Henry's office. Kay, I want to know this from you. What do you think the relationship is between Dr. Henry and Gia, the writer, Shailene Woodley's character? What do you think is going on, and how is she getting all this carte blanche to his patients?
Where is her discernment as to why she would want to even work with him and put other people in his presence? Like, why you don't see the red flags with him? Because didn't he tell her to go sleep with Mary Man or something like that? Like, he is unhinged. And anybody that still keep going around him and listening to him, something is wrong with you too. Your spidey senses aren't there. This a whole episode 2 was an episode filled with people whose spidey senses are not working at this point. And going to see somebody else's who's not working is not going to make yours work either. It's a lot wrong here. That man is completely unethical. And then she's sitting up here doing this research to write these books about these people. Did you let these people know that you're writing a book about them? Mm-hmm. So apparently her and that doctor took the same ethics course.
I think so. They're both suspect in my mind, but we're going to get all into that. But first, we have a little game. And it's called Lena Gets Her Groove Back, okay? And so I want to know, out of the 4 people that I have listed below, who do you think got the best groove when they got it back, okay? Is it A, Stella from How Stella Got Her Groove Back. B, Lena from Three Women, because that was unlike anything I've ever seen before. C, Baby from Dirty Dancing. Or was it D, Stacy from Fat Girls? But I did not leave you just to guess and imagine, okay? We have a video clip. I'm going to go to that next so you can see these and we'll circle back, okay? And y'all drop it in the, y'all chat, y'all know what to do. Drop it in here after watching, okay? Okay. So you saw all of them. You saw you saw A, Stella, How She Got Her Groove Back. B, Lena. C, Baby. D, Stacy. K, I'm gonna start with you. Who got their groove back the best? Who had the best groove?
It might be Stella. I mean, she went to the island. She got her little braids and stuff. You know, Tay Diggs was somebody back then. He was somebody. Okay.
Was he?
Oh, no, I'm sorry. She gonna go in on them puka shells next. Just keep going, Kay.
I mean, we ain't talking about how he be popping it on the TikTok these days. We talking about back then. Okay,
So
you know,
you're
she
going
was
with A.
stressed before then. Then she started giggling and whatnot and laying out on the beach and let her hair down. Because it sure wasn't Lena. So I'm going to go with Stella.
I don't know. Lena's response. I've never seen a person respond like that after getting the D. I've never seen it before like that. But you know, Stella is not on my list, Kay, because real life, he didn't bring her groove back. He brought his man back.
We're not gonna put Terry McMillan there. We are talking about Stella.
I'm just saying. They say it was loosely based. Dom, I'm coming to you next because Tyra's going to be the most animated, and I'm just not ready yet. So, Dom, who got their groove back the best? Was it A, Stella, B, Lena, C, Baby, or D, Stacy from Fat Girls?
I kind of want to say Baby because it was Patrick Swayze. I'm like, out of all the brothers, I mean, much respect to Tay Diggs, but I feel like most people pick Patrick Swayze. So, you know, if we're talking about the groove, I feel like getting Patrick Swayze is the best one out of the four, and there was no blood. So that's why. Okay.
Okay, Tyra, I'm expecting a lot here. I mean, and Stacy's so underrated. They don't talk about the best friend in Fat Girls.
Stacy was fine.
Listen. And then that man took her in that room. Okay, it was a lot going on. But who do you choose, Tyra?
Girl. I said, what you're doing sitting there when you know you need some sun, Stella? It's gonna be Stella. Oh, first of all, bump Terry, because look here, girl, you should have peeped that. Actual Stella, Angela. Baby, we went to the island, met this young boy, had sex with this young boy. They were supposed to stay on that island. They weren't supposed to live in Jamaica. You supposed to go home, reminisce, and go on with your day. No, we go back. We bring this man home, move him in. Ain't got nothing to ain't got no job, ain't got no car, no prospects. He ain't got no benefits. He ain't got no insurance. He ain't got no package. He got nothing. You move this boy into your lovely furnished home with all these fixtures all around, all this nice decor. Bring this man in, eating Cocoa Puffs and shit in the bed. He ain't paying no bills. That's baby, it's a special kind of stroke to make you do all that. Stella dropped a tear. She dropped a tear. She dropped the whole tear. She dropped the whole tear behind that D. Baby, she couldn't get no groove. Baby couldn't get nothing she ain't never have in the first place. Stacy didn't have no groove. Like, they gave them groove with the D. They didn't have none of that in the first place. And Lena was in there. Child, Lena need to go wash off.
Clean yourself.
Burn it all.
Your
Burn
scent,
it all.
ma'am. Listen, I'm gonna go with baby. And it's strictly for that man, because he said nobody puts baby in a corner. He taught her some things that she had never known before. He taught her how to dance. He taught her how to make love. He probably taught her how to kiss, taught her how to walk on logs across rivers, which is really dangerous. Not only walk on the log, but do a two-step. A little two-step. And he taught her how to do the jump move right at the very end. So for me, it's gonna be C all day. And I'm gonna run back the clip really quick just in case somebody missed it. And we're gonna get into the rest of this foolishness.
Just in case. She's on the loose guard. Take her back.
Stacey was getting that.
It was Godfrey. I can't get behind it.
I mean, he did. I will say he did look like he could kiss, and Stella got her groove back.
I don't know what happened.
You know, I have one that should have been
he
on
just
here.
ought to be able to.
Queen Latifah and Just Right. That next morning after he brought her breakfast, she was in that bed just to.
I need some fire and desire. I need some.
Don't sleep on Just Right. That was a wholesome movie. That was a wholesome
Exactly.
movie.
She was glowing the next morning.
Y'all.
She glowed right out of there when Paula Patton came back.
The best actress in the world, Paula Patton, was in that movie.
Lord, here we go.
I'm gonna get kicked out the live.
Paula is over there with Lauren London, and everybody knows her.
You guys know what time it is. It is officially game time. In the chat, y'all already know what to do. To the 40 people in the building, thank you for being here. Please go ahead and drop your answers below. Remember, this is hypothetical. Do not hold any of this against any of us, because we are going to be moving as if we are a woman of ill repute. So just keep that in mind, or man,
What
in Dom's case. Scenario, what would you do? Your spouse unexpectedly starts being more attentive, romantic, and caring, okay? Making you wonder if they know about your affair. Like I said, you in these streets. You're already there, okay? You're unsure whether to confront the situation. What do you do? A, directly ask your spouse if they know something, hoping for honesty. B, enjoy the attention and try to reconnect with your spouse emotionally. Or C, keep your distance, worried that the change might be temporary or insincere. I'm going to start with you, Tyra.
Sharon, what kind of spouse is this? Because if I think you stepping out, the last thing I'm being is attentive and romantic and caring. I'm about to pop off and pop you in your ish. But hypothetically, can't keep your distance, because then they're gonna really. I'm gonna enjoy the attention. I'm gonna go with B, since we out here. We're already out here. Like, enjoy that attention and try to reconnect with your spouse emotionally. Still have a little, yang on the side though. We ain't get rid of that.
Lord, everybody. Okay, the consensus is B in the chat so far. Kay, I'm coming to you next. A, B, C, or A, B or C. There's no D option.
As a Scorpio, I am very, very paranoid. So when you start doing stuff out of the ordinary, I'm be paranoid. I'm what you know. I'm like, Terry, the count is off. Okay. Something is off. What do you know? Something's up. Something's afoot.
So you, the cheater, the infidel, you're gonna turn around and question the person who's on the up and up about their motives for treating you nicely.
Sometimes you gotta do Jedi mind tricks with people.
Really,
that is correct.
Volatile infidel.
Listen, yes, an infidel. Dom, what say you? What you doing, Dom?
All right. If these the only options,
These
are
are
the
only
only options, I'm gonna play the game. And it's gonna be B. Somebody told me a long time ago, either be good or be good at it. So we gonna die with the lie down here. So,
TP, this is all based on Lena. That's why there's no options. That's why this is it, right? Because this is based on Lena and how she's carrying on. Okay. So you guys, thank you so much to the 42 people that are here in the building to talk Three Women. I want to do just a quick little plug because we have recently acquired so many members, and I wanted to let you guys know what we have coming up this week. And right after this, we will be right back.
Sarah Jane? That's my baby. You mean Sarah Jane Johnson? Yes, ma'am. I'm Mrs. Johnson. Let me see you.
Oh, Mama, stop acting. Stop trying to shift people around as if they were pawns on a stage.
White. White. White!
All the kids talking behind my back.
No,
Are you black?
no, I'm as white as you.
Gave her the 50 slaps. Oh,
I'm as
He
white as
slapped
you.
I'm white.
The dog
Dare
messed
you.
out of her. Poor thing.
Now you
Slap
are.
her down. Slap her
That's an
down.
infidel for you.
Tony, yes, infidel. Absolutely, an infidel. Again, we already know Lena, but for good measure, I put this in here again. Again, she's my least favorite of these three women. All right. But she's a homemaker in suburban Indiana, a decade, 10 years into a passionless marriage when she embarks on an affair that quickly becomes all consuming and transforms her life. Child, get a grip. So again, girl, what the F? Lena, because why are you rubbing one out in the pickup line at the schoolhouse? And that wasn't enough for you. You didn't get your job done when the black lady knocked on the window, side-eyeing you with your kid strapped in the car seat in the back. That wasn't enough. So then you went home and you went in that laundry room with a pot boiling on the stove. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into all that. But I honestly was pissed off. This was the start of me being pissed off because Lena, this weird infatuation with the past, like she's not even on the hub, y'all. She is on Instagram looking at this man from 20 years ago. Dom, talk to me about Lena and what's wrong with her. She wasn't scared of getting caught. Like at the schoolhouse, she would get a charge. She would not be able to be around kids if they caught her doing it.
No, yeah, because it's one thing to knock it out in the car. Just if we just talking about knocking it out in the car, that's one violation. But then you around kids, you got your kid in the back, you waiting on your kid. It's the other kids around. This is too much. It's too much kids for you to even be able to like function that way. For your brain to be able to go there with all this churning around is that by itself means you need to talk to somebody. And then you can't wait. And it's the incessant uncontrollableness of it, because like you could just finish cooking and do it while they're eating. Like I mean, like because like if you a parent, you know like where to find private time, and so in the midst of cooking, this is not the time. But Lena seems to me like one of those, like we're seeing the before of one of those news stories about a housewife or a parent that then let their kid do something to harm themselves, and now the kid's getting taken away. And I was with this real heartfelt news story, and then everybody watching TV, they look like this. It's like, why would you ever leave your? How did your kid get in this situation? And then now we're seeing how now, and this is just, I need therapy for an hour. This is what this show is like. Please let therapy be affordable for an hour.
Let it please be affordable. Kay, what's wrong with your girl Lena from a therapist perspective? What's going on with her?
Lena didn't get hugged as a child. Okay. I told y'all, Lena did not get loved. Nobody picked her up. They let Lena cry in her crib. When she went to hollering and stuff, they turned the baby monitor all the way off and closed the door. They let her sit there and holler. They didn't give her high fives when she colored her pictures. They didn't put her paintings on the fridge, or they didn't wear her macaroni necklaces or nothing like that. Okay, this is how you build sociopath. She's like devoid of real social skills and empathy and love. Like nobody saw at her when she was a child, and she just, as she gets older, she wants it, but she's awkward about it. She don't know how to go about the proper way to get love and affection. Her social skills are in the trash, and at this point I don't even know if she really want to fix them, because what she's doing is completely unhinged. There is no way she thought any of this was a good idea, and if she did, we have a larger problem, because now we're dealing with her childhood trauma and her equilibrium.
Just not a balance all. Tyra, what's happening with your girl Lena? She didn't think the people was gonna be coming out there. She's at the pickup line.
Okay, bear with me. Okay, so watching this for the second time, because the first time I was done. Like, you nasty B, and in the words of Bernie Mac. But Lena is really 14. Lena is really 14. It's not even like, oh, she's emotional. Like, no, Lena is 13, 14 years old. And if you think back, especially whether you're a girl or a boy, especially a boy, when you discover yourself or self-pleasure, the way she did last episode with that vibrator, you got a nice picture of it down there in the corner. I don't even want to touch it, like right there.
Yeah.
You want to keep doing it over and over with any little free time you get. Like, oh, as soon as I get home, as soon as Lena is discovering herself in a sexual way, which is sad, because baby, how old are we? How many kids do we have? This is not the time nor the place. Think of your children. You got a baby in the back seat, baby. The black woman knocked on the window and said, girl, what's going on up in here? What you doing? Okay, it looks unclean. It looks unclean, ma'am. The way that she is impulsively, like uncontrollably doing it in the car, in the line waiting, at home, we can't even wash clothes good enough or even be concerned enough for our children out there with glass cups. Everybody knows, Tyler, plastic cups, lady. White people always giving their kids glass cups. Plastic cups. It's water boiling on the stove. Like, there's just no nothing. We don't care, because we are very focused on trying to get back to that sensation that we got last episode in the front seat of that car, which is why she's just so comfortable, because it's all new to her. Whenever we find out she's your least favorite character, I'm into Lena. I'm here for this. I think whatever they're going to unveil is going to be pretty damn epic. It has to be for her to be mentally in this state. She is 14 years old, and that really tied it back into when she goes and we do get that sex scene. She's 14.
But she done had some before. She's got 3 kids. Did you get pregnant with a turkey baster?
Well, I mean, there's sex, Kay. Anybody could have sex, but was she present for it? Did she enjoy it? If I feel like whatever the sex was, she was just there. She was just there. And
if there was trauma, there could be disassociation, right? Like,
yeah, she was just there. And then with those kids, especially with that husband, did she ain't had sex since she got pregnant?
At this point, I think he was just there.
They both are just there. I don't know if this is an agreement. I don't know if this man is, on the DL and she's a cover. I don't know what their dynamic is, but something strange is going on, and I want to figure it out.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out.
I'm having a heart attack.
Hold on, let me run it back one time, because I know y'all like that. I am.
I'm having a heart attack.
Because
why does it have its own photograph?
Because it needs it. Because it.
Heart attack.
No, I don't even want to hear that, Lena, about you having a heart attack, because we conveniently, when she's happy and she's okay and she's in a place where she wants to be, all of this anxiety and these panic attacks and heart attacks, none of this is happening then. When she got away and got free, we didn't see none of these. The gloves come off, all of that. We're out and we're free and we're fine. But in here, just because we couldn't get one up, I'm having a heart attack. My kids are someone please.
It was the water boiling. It was the glass breaking. It's like, the nose stay over there. No, my kids can't see me like this. Oh my gosh.
That
I
wasn't
fell
even a
out
real
laughing.
man and put her down. What kind of
The way I laughed, look at everybody saying it. It was so hilarious. This was the funniest part of the episode. Well, one of the funniest parts. I mean, girl,
I don't
you're
think this
doing
was
the
supposed to be
most.
funny. I'm having a
Wasn't
heart
it?
attack.
But it was. It
I'm
was
having a heart
so.
attack.
It was
My toddler
hilarious.
children won't let me get one off.
I'm having a heart attack.
Okay, just get it together.
Dom. What I wanted, again, we know she's an unfit mother at this point. We know that she has no impulse control.
I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah. Well, you didn't.
What would you have said to the kids then?
I want to know from you, Dom, and I'll run this one back
I thought I
again.
was gonna die.
Yeah. Well, you didn't.
What would you have said to the kids then?
He don't give a damn.
Not a single one. So, Dom, I want to know, was this her first time pulling a stunt or, calling the emergency medical team to attend to her for maybe something that was just a panic attack or anxiety? Because the husband seemed, he didn't give a damn. She said, I could have died. He said, but you didn't.
He seemed disappointed when he said it.
But you didn't. So now what?
I'm sorry. You still here, ain't you? Yeah.
Disappointment in this voice.
So what do you think of this? Are you mad like the husband? Dang, this is going to be another couple $1,000s. And do you think this was the first time something like this has happened?
Why are we adults? Because that is irritating. I was like, I gotta pay for this. You know how much an ambulance costs? Oh, shit! You should have been dying.
This is about to have a heart attack.
No, but I mean, the husband seems detached from her in every sense. So I don't know that this is an indication of a pattern of behavior for her, or just illustrating the depths in which he does not care about her, except for to be an in-home nanny. She is a free nanny, and that is all that he cares about. And I think it would be a little bit too obvious if he was on the down low. Like if he was like going out and hanging out with somebody else, and it was just because it just seems like he's so disinterested to her. And he said, "What, kissing her feels icky? It just feels nasty." Like you can't say that. You can't say that about your spouse. You can't say that kissing her feel like it. To the fact we got to go to counseling and I gotta get a third party to be like, I don't need to be kissing you. That's a crazy state of affairs. So I just think he's just detached, and I think as she's discovering herself, but she's like Tyra said, her being 14 makes the most sense because now your body is doing stuff. You're going through things that you don't know what it is. So when your body sees up and you having a panic attack, you don't know what it is because you've never had to deal with anything for real and actually deal with it. You've gone through stuff. Obviously, she's gone through a lot of stuff, but she's never had to actually process and deal with it. So no.
Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you, honey.
That's what Rod said. She thought she was going to see it. Listen, Tyra, has she done this before? Has she pulled other stunts? Is that why he's fed up?
Hell yeah. Girl, please. Now, it's not anything you're going to see on that first watch. When she says verbally in the narration that she's doing mirror behavior that she saw with her mom and dad, when he wasn't giving her any attention, she would act out or, make him fix something around the house. This is an escalation of making him fix something around the house. She's trying to get noticed. Not saying she could have been having a heart attack. She could have been having, a moment. She could have been. I just think that she is trying to, her wanting to be noticed is manifesting in different ways. I don't think there's a single damn thing wrong with her. I think it's very internal, and how she's feeling emotionally is, coming outward as something physical and it's taking a toll on her. But I don't think there's actually anything wrong with her. And I'm thinking that she's hoping that he would come, oh, babe, like, oh my God, are you okay? Like, did you, yeah. Did you die though? That's the question. Did you die though? You still here? You still here? Don't play. You're a healthy, like this is her. She's trying to get some attention. Mm-hmm. She maybe haven't done this specific thing before, but this is an escalation of something.
I thought I was gonna die.
Yeah. Well, you You didn't.
What would you have said to the kids then?
When he said, "Well, you didn't." Kay, how would you advise a patient who came in, whose wife repeatedly was pulling stunts, calling the ambulance, thought she was wearing mittens in the summertime? Like, how would you approach this situation?
I told y'all that she was walking around them gloves on like she was Rogue. And that's all it was for. Okay, she was playing X-Men. She didn't even damn gloves on. This lady wants something physically to be wrong with her because there's a lot wrong with her mentally. Her cerebral cortex is not functioning at the level that it should, and I am going to refer them to a neuroscientist, not only a neuroscientist but also a sexologist, because that right there, she needs several people. It ain't the physical. She wants it to be a physical symptom because she's not able to see the mental symptoms that she's going through right now. This man is sick of her. And at his point, I am too. Okay? Because she disgusts me even. Because when you describe somebody kissing somebody as wet wool, at that point, if she didn't knock him out right then.
She probably does fish lips. That's gross. If you've ever been pecked on by somebody that is how they kiss, that's gross.
Because I wouldn't want to kiss anybody that licked the shower walls either. As this either. She apparently she's okay with running red lights. She's pulling out her toys in the car rider line. This lady is unhinged, and maybe he didn't see it in the beginning, and that's his lack of judgment. But as you know, 3 kids later, he's probably like, she is a little wacky, and
wackadoo.
Maybe it's unfortunate that the heart attack did not take her out. But knowing her ass didn't have no damn heart attack anyway. Had me rushing off of my mail route to come over here and deal with her and this foolishness. The kids ain't ate. They ain't had no bath. I know she ain't had no bath because she don't bathe anyway. I really don't even want to lay next to her at this point.
Child, who has a heart attack because they couldn't rub one out? Girl, get your life. Get a life.
He's just looking at her in disgust. Boy, call the inpatient hospital.
5150. That's what I say. And no disrespect, because we know this is a real person. These are based on, true people. And no disrespect to this person. But listen, we want you to, and we do want you to live, but we want you to get help. That's all. Okay. Next one. What would you do? Okay. Your child comes to you asking about relationships and love, and you feel like a hypocrite because of the affair. They're looking for advice, but you're unsure of what to say. What do you do? A, be open and honest about how relationships are complicated without revealing your own issues. B, give them the advice you think they want to hear despite your own conflicting emotions. Or C, avoid the conversation and change the subject. Kay, I'm starting with you. What would you do?
Okay. Asking about relationships, look, you feel like hypocrite. Ooh, Lord. Well, see, when you're dealing with children, you teach them, if we already are shady, okay, let's like Dom said, let's just go all the way with being shady. Let's just go all the way here. You teach them, do as I say, not as I do. And then you guide them in the right direction. Yes, it ain't about what you think they want to hear. You got to tell them, not telling them about yourself, but you tell them about stuff. And like, this is the way of the world, not me, but this is how it's supposed to be. This is how you're supposed to do it. Don't worry about what I'm doing, but this is the correct way. Guide them in that direction. Because they don't need to be knowing all your business anyway, but tell them the right things, just not everything about you, since we're on the path of shade anyway.
Okay. A lot of A's in the chat. 1 B, 1 C. Avoid and change the subject. Playing down under, really. Tyra, what say you? A, B, C? A, B, or C?
I mean, I just feel like the person living that life ain't doing A and B. They doing C. It's deceptive to even act like your person. I'm going to give these encouraging and, without... Love is hard. It's complicated, but it's work. Girl, ain't doing it. They're going to change the subject and avoid conversation. They ain't finna talk about this. They already found. See.
Dom, what say you?
No, yeah. Realistically, a person doing this type of stuff is just going to give like a "you'll understand when you're older" type of answer.
Avoid the conversation and change the
Yeah,
subject.
yeah. But I feel like if I was somehow in this, well, my thing is, kids ain't your friends. Yeah, and we don't see how old the kid is in this in this scenario. But kid, at no point is my kid my friend. And so I can tell you what to do. I can give you charges for the future. And you don't got to know none of my business.
See?
I'm just telling you what you got to do. We ain't talking about me. We talking about you. And you came to me with this question. I'm giving you an answer. And I'll give you a perfect example. In the famous Cosby Show episode where Cliff and Theo are doing the Monopoly money, at no point did Cliff talk about their bills. Cliff ain't talking about their bills. They didn't talk about coming up with being a doctor in residency. He said, what you gonna do, and we're gonna use this example that applies to you. That's all you gotta do with kids. You don't need to know none of my business.
So see.
So see, yeah, he said avoid.
No, you could do that. You could do that with A. Yeah, you can do that with A. Relationships are complicated. We just ain't talking about my relationship. We talking about yours.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like A too. I think A. But now back to the dadgum group therapy. I mean, we learn about cuckolding. We learn about women engaging in practices and not even arriving. You know what I mean? Which is, I guess a thing. All the while, we have what I believe, I don't want to call Gia predatory, right? I don't want to call her, but I will, because I think it is extremely unethical, as Kay and I think Dom alluded to earlier, to be in a group with women sharing all of their sexual stuff, all these deep personal private issues for your financial gain, or really, to get out of trouble because you spent your advance on a book deal for a book that you didn't write yet. I do like the idea of group therapy when it's facilitated by someone who's reputable and doesn't have any self-serving motivation. But this isn't it. Shout out to the 52 people in the building. Thank you for being here. Tyra, I'm going to start with you. What do you think about this group therapy group? And how do you feel about Gia facilitating it?
So first of all, I don't want to sit with now a group of women that's going to see that quack and happy about it. Did you see how they was acting when he did his little casual stroll? It was like, that's him right there. That's him. Like, what is going on? What exactly is he doing for you guys? And how long has he been doing it? They clearly, not all there. That's one thing. And then we don't even know this woman. We sit down and they instantly start opening up. Like, there's no build up or anything. It's just like, all right, start purging. And she just, like I said last she just doesn't give, I want to divulge my innermost stuff. Like, she looks shaky. She looks shaky. I feel like there's more going on than her book deal situation, and she has a trauma all her own. Like, we can't get into these three women and not eventually get into her. Something is going on, but there is an ulterior motive sitting down here with these women. Like, are they going to freely sit here and purge if they knew beforehand that I'm trying to, vet and see who I'm interested in to put into this book and get into this deadline? Like, it's really deceptive, and it says a whole lot about her character. Who's to know? Like, some of these women are like, well, hell yeah, I want to be in the book. I'll do it. Like, they might have, done it voluntarily. Like, why wouldn't you say anything? And, then she'd link up with old Lena, and we know Lena ain't all there.
We know that. We'll definitely get to Gia. We know that she lost both of her parents, which can be trauma in and of itself. But I agree, Tyra, something else is going on. Something else is definitely going on. Kay, you do group therapy. Is this a safe place for these women?
Yes, look, individual group therapy, adults, kids, men, women, everything. There ain't nobody opening up that quick in the first damn session. Okay, ain't nobody that easy to share, unless you are unhinged like these people and are having a lack of social skills and human contact. So if you're in that situation, they couldn't wait to get around some other people, because apparently they act like they live under a rock and they don't see other people. And the person leading the group and writing her little book, she in the right place because she knows that these people are unbalanced. And for her to think that it is okay to come in this group and write a book to try to find one of these people because she know they're unbalanced. That makes her very manipulative. She's like, let me go where the unhinged people are. Ma'am, tell us about unhinged you are, because you probably did sleep with a few married men and that didn't work out for you. You probably didn't feel too safe, and she probably tried to go in here and do the next best thing. She looked like she gonna do whatever it's gonna take to get the story one way or another, even at the expense of other people.
Oh, definitely. I
Damn.
definitely agree.
That's
Dom,
another black woman doing this. For what? Why, black woman? Why? If she couldn't do nothing else in the frame? All right.
talking about speaking as the only, I was like, okay, ma'am. Like,
Child. We
uh,
sit down here for 2 seconds and it's fat coochie talk. Absolutely not. This is not real.
that's what she said. Is that how he got your fat? Like, and she said, yeah, and he did this in it. I was like, really? That's what we're opening with? Like, no drink, no hi, how are you? No, my name is Dom. In the beginning of this, before group therapy started, we saw Gia telling Dr. Quackery that she wanted to back out of it. What do you think is going on with Gia under the surface? Does she have her own scandal going on?
She just got to be to justify her being in the show. Because I'm questioning if she's actually a character. Because I'm like, if we just gonna see her chronicling these poor people's lives, we don't need we didn't need the narration. You know what I'm saying? If she's not gonna have an arc or anything, or investigating these people's lives teaches her something about herself, that what doesn't teach her something about herself, then you could have just shown us the 3 storylines and not had the narration, or you could have just adapted the book. Like I didn't need the meta seeing her write the book if that's not the case. But the interaction with her and Dr. Phil all up on you and this group therapy thing is infinitely shady. And that's also why when we were talking about like the timeline of the show, I'm like, this feels like very much the early 2000s when the pre like early internet days when people was getting catfished and people were people gullible at every stage of life, but it just seemed like the gullible people were getting corralled together at that time. And that's what this seems like. This seems like a bunch of people who live in a small town who have never done anything. So the one interesting thing that happened to them in their life, they can't handle it. So they got to get together and talk about it. That's what this seems like. And G is just here to take advantage of it.
Yeah. And again, I love a group therapy moment in terms of support for different things. This just feels very exploitative. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
That's
right.
the word.
That's
That was the
good.
word.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, we have another group, the friend group. And apparently, this is the group that she has known her entire life. She comes in there in that yellow daffodil dress, talking about missions being aborted. You're the problem in your marriage. Stay out of my business. But then there's something deeper going on. We're talking about, trigger warning, y'all, deep issues, deep women issues, and it's being spoken of so cavalierly, right? This new senator proposes legislation about aborting missions, and yeah, just insane, unhinged conversation at this table, all the while really judging her because what did you do this time, Lena? Tyra, or I'm sorry, Kay, I'm starting with you. What do you think of her friend group? And what do you think of their dynamic? It seems like she might be a punching bag here.
Them ain't her friends, because if they was her friends, they would have had put her in a home or something sooner than what this she is. If they was her real friends, they'd known how unhinged she was. If they was her friends, they would have told her, if you're gonna use your little ying, you need to make sure the kids ain't there. You need to make sure they sleep. Don't be doing it in the car ride or line. Okay. If they was her real friends, they would have told her not to be licking shower walls and not to run red lights, wait till it's green. These ain't her real friends. I think they probably just use her to make themselves feel better. They know she's the duff in the friend group. They need her because they need to pick themselves up and make themselves feel better. And the fact that she doesn't know that and keeps going over there further lets me know that she's the duff of the group.
Poor Stink. I honestly don't think she shows all of that to them. She seems like a very as much as she's immature, and I do agree that she is stunted in a place. I'm not sure if she tells them everything. Dom, what do you think?
No, she definitely doesn't tell them any of the stuff we just saw. There's no way. It's no
That's like
because
private time.
yeah, that's private time, and because these women are clearly conservative, they're clearly more puritanical, And so this all this sexual self-discovery talk, they couldn't say certain words at the table because they're so conservative and clutching my pearls. That we're having a conversation about these topics, but I can't say the word. This to me felt like I wasn't sure about this scene because it felt like liberals trying to write conservatives, almost like the pilot episode of Emperors of Ocean Park with Forrest Whitaker, because they're supposed to all be conservative. And it's like, this is how liberal people think conservative people talk. That's how it felt to me. But Lena ain't like, oh, you got it from Macy's, you fancy. Okay, they're poor, they're country, and they're conservative. I got it. You know what I'm saying? I got it. And so, but this just shows. I mean, all this scene was just a function to show how isolated Lena is. She's isolated at home. She's isolated with a friend group. So we're going to see now the other group. The group is going to be like her family, or just where she starts to feel comfortable. It's going to be the only place she feels comfortable, which is probably not going to be good because people there are going to take advantage of her.
Absolutely. I think, and I hate, I don't like to see perpetual victims, but it does seem like every scenario that she's in, that's kind of what it is. And in this, Tyra, it gets very heavy. They start talking, well, in my mind, because of her response. And it kind of leaves breadcrumbs, right? They mention SA. They also again, the mission's aborted. What did you think of this conversation, and how do you think it applies to Lena? Because she took special kind of umbrage with some of the things being said.
Oh, Lena didn't abort a mission or two for all we know. We don't know, because it wasn't specifically directed towards her. They would have a child. They would whisper Democrats. Like, really? We already can't say the abortion word. Sure, Democrats. Like, okay, we get it. They're conservative Republicans, but she took it personal that it was like, well, because it was kind of in a joking manner. We all know that if anybody here would get one, it would probably be Lena. She's the more radical liberal one. It's like, no, I would never. I would never. Like, it's like, okay, so it wasn't that deep. I'm hearing y'all keep saying friends group. Did anybody not notice that was her mother sitting on the other side of the table?
I didn't know
that was her whole mother.
Oh,
that was her whole mother. And I said that said a whole lot about her dynamic, because the mother was over there to the left of the friend here in this dress, and it was very, what did you do now? Like, you got a good man, Savannah, stop messing it up. And like that's what the mom was giving. It's very, conservative, church, Christian. Ain't no leaving that man. You're married for life. Like, shape up before that man ships out. And she's like, that's what she told, like, can you stay out of my business? She was talking to her mother. Can you stay out of my business? Friends. No. She's like, can you stay out of my business? And like, stop taking the husband's side. Like, why are you always? Because it's like, yeah, because if something's wrong in the marriage, so you are messing up the marriage. You are having episodes. What are you doing, Lena? What's wrong with you? You're messing stuff up. So I'm like, if that's, the rapport with her mother, and then this is what we get with the few friends that she has no relief, no reprieve anywhere. And she's thinking that she's going to find it in this group of women. And I think we kind of end off the episode with her kind of being judged a little bit for her experience.
Oh, we don't get into that
at the Mosey Rosie. But yeah, that was her mother sitting across the table.
Oh, child, teach me something. Aisha says, I think those were her sisters. So maybe it was her mom and her sisters with her. Child, I know. Yeah. Me and Lena. Okay, what would you do? We got another one and another one. Scenario: your spouse surprises you with a heartfelt, thoughtful gift that shows they're trying to reconnect emotionally. However, you cannot stop thinking about your affair partner. Affair partner, that's interesting phrasing. What would you do? A, accept the gift and try to appreciate your spouse's effort. B, distance yourself emotionally and continue the affair. You're too far gone at this point. C, use the gift as a starting point to open up about your dissatisfaction with your spouse. In the chat, y'all know what to do. Drop it below for us. Dom, what would you do?
Okay, I just want to preface this, and I'll fight anybody who disagrees. If you choose C, you are a horrible person. Like, you already bad for cheating. But if somebody gives you a gift and you use that as an open door to be like, actually, you ain't no good. Like that, you are not a good person, and you need to reevaluate some stuff.
Not Rod and
Yeah,
not Rod and
see,
Playing Down Under.
and both of y'all need Jesus and a therapist. Christ, I
It's a choice.
probably A. At this point, I got 2 relationships. In this scenario, at this point, I got 2 relationships. You got to juggle both now because you in there.
Oh, Kay, or no, I'm sorry, Tyra. What say you?
Oh, girl, B. We cheating. I want the whole espionage scenario, sneaking on the phone. I'm completely involved in my affair. I ain't got time for your little gifts. I'm diving head first. What are you talking about? We already cheated, and we're gonna cheat. We're gonna go all the way. Okay, I want dark shades and trench coats. No.
Oh my Lord. And Kay, what's your perspective on this?
I mean, B is telling on yourself. See, then you're gonna start having problems in your own home. C is then now we're narcissistic at this point, because then that's when we gotta turn it and blame the other person, even though you the one doing the things. I'm gonna go with A and just we're gonna go full blown personality disorder. Because that way, I'm just gonna act like I'm gonna act like Michael B. Jordan don't even exist over here. You don't know that man. And I'm gonna be happy. Thank you for my bracelet, my ring, my necklace. I appreciate you.
Get them little gifts out of here. I'm trying to go see my man.
So now we're taking a road trip. We done made contact, okay? And so now it is F them kids and that husband, because I'm going out of town. You tend to these children, sir. Can you handle that? Can you do that, buddy? Can you make that happen? And so she finds a way to enmesh herself in some friend from college. I guess shout out to IU. And she's gonna make the most of it. She done ordered the grandest drink she could with the 18 straws. They looking at her like, go off, sis. She gets out there on the dance floor dancing with no rhythm, 2 left feet and kitten heels, without a care in the world, shoulders out. You know what I mean? She's got a crown of thorns on. She is out there in her red dress with her high heels, short high heels. And she's ready to party. Tyra, talk to me. Was she like F them kids and that husband?
Yeah.
Is this her time, mama's time to live?
First of all, we ain't gonna gloss over that husband being absolutely useless, okay? Okay? Useless. I ain't seen a husband this useless in quite some time. Normally they reserve useless husbands for horror spaces. She's useless as hell. As soon as she even mentioned this, and she was fishing like, oh, there's a bachelorette party. I haven't been anywhere and done anything. And so, like, yeah, but where you going? Oh, I'm going to this little meeting, this little group. What about the kids? We got kids here, right? You gonna leave me with the kids? Because that ain't my job. Child, the way he acted when that baby had that nosebleed, like, oh, really? You're gonna leave under these circumstances? Like, she's like, are you gonna die? Are you gonna not make it just because I gotta go? I got on my red dress and my kitten heels. I'm getting out of here. I was here for Lena 2-stepping in her kitten heels. Girl, you better go off. I don't get out much, okay? I don't know what y'all do. I don't know what y'all gonna do, but I'm gonna turn up. Okay, I'm gonna have the most of this moment. It's just not a bachelor. I thought this was supposed to be a party. This is supposed to be a party. I'm finna go out here. I'm finna 2-step. I'm finna have me a good old time. I wish she would have left it here, but this wasn't enough. She was just trying to make the most, because at this point we've already, been exchanging messages with old boy, and if you're ever in town, we could get a drink or something. Clearly, she wanted the or something. But go ahead, girl. You better shake them tits. Go ahead.
We're going to get right off into that. But Rod brings up a good point. Okay, Rod brings up a good point. The nosebleed sent me. I wanted to slap him. Why at the very moment she's about to have her expedition where she says, no, I need to stay in Indy. He says, it's only 45 miles away. I'm sharing a room with 3 girls. Husband. Oh, his nose is bleeding. Baby, put your head up. Get that towel. All right, guys. Deuces. Okay. What is this about?
He was trying to let her know you got one job here, and it's to watch these damn kids. So what you want me to do?
Not
I
her one
do
job.
exactly. I leave the house and go to work. Your job is to see about these children. So who gonna see about the kids? Since you want to go outside and shake it, go shake his blood off his nose because I didn't. This is not the role here. And he was trying to let her know, I play my role, you play yours. Who gonna play your role while you're gone? Because this is not what I'm built for. I be having other stuff to do.
Okay, Dom. You,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
you letting Lena go if you the husband? You
If
saying go
I'm
ahead, honey.
if I'm this husband, this useless piece of trash. Well, not even you. Look, we had an agreement, we had a dynamic, and you moving outside that dynamic. I go, look, I pay for the groceries and put the groceries in the kitchen. You use the groceries to cook. I put the kids in you. You raise the kids. Like this is
That's what he's thinking. That's what
that's our dynamic. This is Lena going out is like a parent being like, you going out with your friends. Is your chores done? You can go after your chores done. You're supposed to put these kids to bed and then you can leave and just be back before they wake up. That's what her role is. And she moving outside of that. So yeah, he got a problem with it. I don't do nosebleeds. No, I might show up to beat these kids. That's really all I'm on call for. I'm on call to beat them, and that's it. So yeah, no, this husband don't get mad at the husband because he been moving the same for 10 years, and get mad at the mother who changed up.
The one who had her awakening.
Yeah, no, ain't nobody tell you to have your awakening a decade in.
He gonna call her and say, hey, Lena, them kids getting out of hand. You need to do something about that.
Bring her back.
So y'all, we made it out the group chat. we made it out the group chat, and he comes here with a full thick beard, connecting with a lot going on beneath, and we'll get to that in the next slide. But do you think that Lena wanted this, knowing that she was on her cycle? Y'all, trigger warning, we're about to talk womanly things, okay? But knowing that she was on her cycle when she decided to embark on this endeavor, did we think and know what was going to happen? If you're Lena, did you think and know this was going to be the result, or did you just want to see it? Did you just want to play? Did you want to taste? You know what I'm saying? You didn't necessarily want the full meal. Dom, what do you think Lena was on at this point? Was she on demon time, or was she just testing the waters? What was going on?
I think it was I think she was living the life that J. Cole was talking about in Wet Dreams, where she was talking all this talk and you talking big and you want it in your brain, but you really not realizing that, oh, this is real until it's time to poop and get off the pot. And that, I think that's what this was. Like, Lena wanted it theoretically, but then when it came down to go time, it was like, oh, not sure that I was expecting this, but now I'm here. And once you're here, once you get in the hotel room, look, you can back out because consent, but you didn't make a social contract once you didn't open this door. So I'm just saying.
Baby, listen, you play P, you bound to get F'd. That's what I learned growing up. That's what the old folks used to tell you. Tyra, we made it out the group chat. Was she playing P, or did she really think this was going to go down on her cycle with a stranger?
What did Ruth say in South Africa? Love is blind. I wanted the sex. Lena wanted the sex and went there for the sex. That's the only reason she wanted to see this man. She didn't want to. She didn't want to chat. She didn't want to talk. She wanted that pink peen, and that's exactly what she got. She didn't give a damn about no period. But the only issue was she wasn't sure if he was gonna give a damn or not. That's why she waited. It ain't nothing to shoot in the text. Well, I'm we ain't gonna tell him till we both booty bone naked. But I'm on my period. I mean, if you want to back out now, it's not too late. So yeah, I'll get
put the towel down. That's what he said. Put the towel down. That's what I do.
I just wanted to know why we couldn't have sex in the shower. At least get your little funky asses in the shower. We just couldn't even do that. Like, no, this is what she went there for. She went there for intimacy and sex, and that's what he gave her. They already knew what it was. As soon as he got up them stairs, oh, it's a little hot in here. Oh, yeah, like he knew what he was there for. Like, he said a drink or something. I don't know what time, and you're inviting this man to your hotel room. We come in here to talk and reminisce about when we were 13, 14 years old. Girl, no. Drop them little red draws. That's what we came up here for.
Okay.
Ugh.
And listen, we are not shaming. Well, I'm not shaming this woman, but I'm just saying he's a stranger. This is like, Kay, did she know she was gonna get Bucky naked, knowing she was on her her cycle? Did she know it?
I'm ashamed because this is a grown ass woman. Even though she has Arrested Development, you grown with 3 kids. I feel like she was gonna be down for the get down anyway. She has been fantasizing. She has been trying to get. I'm leaving with something. She,
And I didn't see protection rod. I didn't see him whip one out. See, with Sloan, her husband said, and bit it. That's what he did, Dom. He opened that. It's darn near he didn't put it on the man.
Yeah, he a pro.
He was a bodysuit man. Was like, I can do that myself. Thank you. Do that myself, Blair.
She said I'm leaving here with something. Okay. Her nasty. If you lick shower walls and bring your toys in the line to pick your children up, this for her is a light day. Okay.
And she ain't washing them toys. This is what y'all know. She's not washing them toys.
This is
She's gonna put her fingers in her mouth afterwards too. She loves that.
This light work for her at this point.
Oh,
she was leaving with something.
She did. We're gonna do another game real quick because these next 2 slides, y'all. We're gonna do another game really quick. What would you do? Scenario: you run into an old friend who seems to have everything you want: a passionate marriage, a fulfilling career, and kids. She asks you how things are going for you. What do you do? A, be brutally honest and trauma dump, basically. You share your emotional struggles with her. B, you downplay your feelings and pretend everything is fine. Or C, share a bit of your dissatisfaction, but avoid mentioning the affair. I'm going to go for B because I don't know you. Like, I'm not finna unload all of my trauma and everything on you, but that's just me. Kay, what are you doing? What would you do?
What did Future say? Oh, I'm sensational.
Sensational.
Oh, Tyra.
You already know. I don't know you to tell you my business. B, girl, get out my face. Why you been walking up to me? Don't be acting friendly, telling me about your fulfilling life, trying to make me feel insufficient. Bye.
Dom.
Well, first of all, you are a bad person. if somebody asks you how have you been doing, and we not friends, I just ask you how you've been doing because I ain't seen you in a long time, and you have the audacity to give me an honest answer, you are a bad person. You don't trouble me with your real life problems. I'm being polite. And I'm the person asking the question. I mean, I'm the other person in the scenario usually. When I go back home to Michigan, yeah, I'm having a great life. I have a great life. I have everything. Y'all still in this small town. Well, what's going on? What y'all been up to? That's me. So I guess B.
Terrible.
Oh Lord, that tracks. But shout out to the 40 people still here. I just want to take a moment and say thank you. We will be.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Just give me my money. Just give me my money. Give me my money. But I might got my own money, but I'm sick of taking care of my damn self. I need a real man. Step on the line and take a down. And they always come up with the things I would do for you if we was together trying to talk me. Do it now. What's more? Not later. So it's the money. And then we could discuss an arrangement and a potential relationship between you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I knew that. Thank you. Thank you. Money. Money.
Thank y'all so much for being here. Thank you to all of the members. We appreciate you so much. We really, really do. Y'all have shown so much love, y'all. But now that we're past that, red wings and weird faces. This was the oddest expression of pleasure and satisfaction I think that I've ever seen. She went from laughing to crying to screaming to tuning up her face. Look at Tyra right there. That's one of them. And I don't even know how he kept his eyes open. I don't know what he was doing. And then we see the sheets. This is a level, again, this level to me of intimacy with someone that you don't know from Adam is wild and out of control and risky behavior, quite honestly. I want to start with you, Tyra. When you watched this for the first time, and we were there,
Yeah.
but when you watched this for the first time, what went through your mind when you saw what happened?
Well, first I looked at the man penis. I ran it back twice. Dylan was there. I had to get perspective.
Yes,
After Dylan was there, it was like, oh God. After I got, proper perspective on the pain, because why not? This ties me back into her being 14. All these weird faces, like even the blood, because when you're deflowered, there's a little blood. This was like her first time reincarnated. She's literally starting over and trying to relive this experience. It says a whole lot about this man. She don't know from Adam and ain't seen. We came in there, no protection measures. He said he just came from a funeral. Somebody just died that was close to him. You come in here, y'all do this, and he can't get his clothes back on fast enough to leave. Like the fact that she thought this was okay. The shower was right there. It was so close, and we just didn't go in there. But the way she looked at it, like it was the holy grail. Like this lady's starving. Okay,
You'll see it.
She's thirsty.
You see her. Look at it. Look at her. She's like,
oh God. She's starving. She's hungry. She's thirsty. She's all of that. She's deprived. She's in need. For just $1 a day, you can help Lena get some D. She just needs some help. This is only going to be masking deeper issues for her. Like this isn't going to fix whatever's wrong with her. She's thinking that it is because she peaked at 14, but this isn't what she needs. But I felt like all of this bloody mess, this Carrie massacre mess, was just symbolic for, even those faces. Like you could have swear she ain't never got hit with no D. She ain't passed no kids. It didn't dilate, any centimeter. It's her first time. How she acting? But that's how we would act because she's 14 and she's discovering sex for the first time all over again. Way to go, Lena. Nasty. Way to go.
Definitely. I saw the symbolism here too. I mean, the white, the blood, the sheets, the whole idea of purity and innocence. This is maybe the first time stepping out of her marriage. There was a lot going on beneath the surface, I think. But really, all I was in was shock. Kay, what went through your mind when we watched this scene for the first time?
Girl, you got to be naive because this is blood magic here. This looked like Slumber Party Massacre is what's happening here. This is straight out of a horror movie or a supernatural movie. Yes, people be doing blood magic. People be out here doing blood magic. That man she could be connected to him and he could be connected to her for life doing stuff like that. Okay. This is stuff that witches do on purpose. And her ridiculous said, I don't care. Ain't nothing gonna stop me from getting to the D. Don't even know what you did over here and over there, Lena. If somebody walked into that bed, they would have thought somebody got murdered over there.
Girl.
But the way she was just like, oh, thank you.
We're gonna get to that.
Looked very.
It's the next slide. We're gonna get to it. But honestly, Dom, they were both dirty, right? Even after he wasn't getting in that tub either. He said, "No, I'm just gonna go home. I'm gonna sleep downstairs on the couch." Sir, that doesn't erase your sins. You need to get in the water with soap, a washcloth, a scrubber, and you need to dry off with a white towel. I'm disgusted, literally.
Heavy white towel.
And the fact that she wrapped up in this shroud, this bloody shroud, and decided that she was going to take flight and run back and forth up and down this open air.
Running the funk all the way around
Motel 6. I can't.
No, you little hoe. You going to leave this behind for maintenance? That's what I'm worried about. Somebody got to clean this up.
I'm just like, you just spreading funk everywhere. Just run around in the field.
Dom, what do you think of this? What went through your mind? I know you had to take a couple moments.
And I appreciate all of you so much. I appreciate all of you so much because y'all were able to see the symbolism and the metaphors going on in this scene. All I could think about was how that room smelled like pennies, and it's and like whatever. whatever you do, whatever you choose to do, however you choose to have fun horizontally, that's your business. But a stranger, and she was on like day one. This wasn't like this was day one, no shower. Like this was heavy flow, murder she wrote.
Why, Dom? Why?
There's levels to this.
I was like, it's stuff you can do to make it not CSI, and I just
They didn't even put a towel down, Dom. They didn't even put a towel down.
Dom said it smell like the Citibank up in there. Smell like pound quarters and coins and pennies. Smell like iron deficiency in this room.
It ain't no aromatherapy, ain't no candles, ain't no fan going. It's nothing.
And they got the lights on, Dom. And
they got the lights on. They got the lights on. It's when he stood up and his abs were like war painted. It was crazy to me, and I couldn't deal with it. And in defense of this man, well, no, sorry. I had a defense for this man at first when he was like he went with not taking a shower. I'm like, motel showers. I don't really want to take a shower in the motel, no way. And then to put on dirty clothes back on. But if you go home to somebody, you going back home. There's somebody there at the house, and you finna walk through the door, smell like somebody else's pennies. Like that's not that's a distinctive smell.
He better lay a towel down in the floor of that shower and take a shower.
Yeah, like you gonna take a shower and your wife gonna come up like, where's the body? Like, what is going on? And then you got them clothes stank, bruh.
I ain't never wanted anything so bad than to do that with a stranger. I've never wanted anything that bad. Y'all, really, Dom is this close to his 500 subs. If you are not subbed to Dom, go hit that sub button for Dom right now. Exactly. Y'all better make it 500 right now. He got less than 10. He need less than 10 of y'all to go hit that sub button right now.
There you go. I'm finna pull it up because y'all already know. Stop playing. I'm about to put Dom on the screen so you guys we can see and we can go refresh it. And we can go and get Dom to that good old 500.
Everybody right now.
Y'all
over to Screen Static Studios.
We gotta go
hit
look at
the
it.
button right here, right now.
They ain't playing on top.
Yeah.
You gotta refresh it.
You got it, Tyra.
I be forgetting to put the Screen Static Studios all together.
Yeah. It's all you gotta put it all together.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there we go. Where we at? 493.
Come on, he needs 7, y'all.
Yeah, keep on playing with the bullshit.
70 y'all.
It's 70 y'all in here. Come on now.
It's way more than 70 y'all. Hit that sub button over there right now. Okay.
Yeah, come on, y'all. Come on.
Help your boy out here.
Ain't got nothing but time.
Where we at, Tyra? Where we at?
We are. Let me refresh it again. Mm-hmm. We need 5 more.
Screen Static Studios. They want to know what the name is. Screen.
It's down here. It's down here at the bottom. I got the.
Oh, hold on. Let me share it. I didn't
share it. It's here.
There we go. Screen Static Studios. Come on, y'all.
Body parts and bodily fluids. All right, we at 497. Let's go. Let's go.
3 more, guys. This will enable Dom to start his memberships. He'll be able to get super chats. This will be like amazing.
Keep trying to monetize it. See, this how we roll for our people. We get 3 more, y'all. All 3 of y'all. All 3
of y'all. Absolutely. Let me refresh it one more again. See where we at.
Two more. I just did 2 more.
2 more. Support this black man in America making good content. Come on.
What y'all doing? All right. Whoever don't go sub, you're gonna smell like pennies in the morning. Go over there.
Somebody else's pennies.
You know what? Not even your own penny.
Refresh it. Thank you for everybody who ran on over there. Let's see. All right, we still. I'm a mother. I'll wait it out. We can stay here all night. You gonna eat the peas. Play the scales, Gilliam. Y'all gonna hit that button. Keep on playing.
Eat the peas.
Eat the peas.
I see 10 over here like a whore. Somebody, I need 2 of y'all to come over there. Go on over there.
Oh yeah, go on over to Kings too, y'all. What we waiting on?
I need y'all to hit the sub over here, hit over Dom's channel. Let's
Right.
go.
You
I see
go
y'all
just
over here.
drive by that sub button and then smash a few likes on your way.
Let me put it down here. Let me see if I can find the link to it and I can put it in my chat. Let's see.
I'm exactly. Where the link? Where you at,
let's
Dom?
get the link and make it easy.
Since I know response effort is a lot for y'all, I'm finna go right here.
Do you already have it, Kay?
Let me refresh it. All right, we need one more. One
y'all.
more.
Oh no, refresh it one more time. Refresh it one more time.
Okay, let me go.
Oh, it's there.
Let me see.
I'm gonna put it in my chat too, right
We
here.
did it, Joe.
Yeah.
We're gonna get over that amount because YouTube like to take subs sometimes. I need 500 plus one.
Thank y'all. We know we have the best subs in all of YouTube. Thank you so
Thank y'all so
much.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
y'all too. And thank y'all. Y'all didn't have to stop class to do that.
Oh
I
yeah, we
appreciate
gonna
it.
start. We gotta get this lesson. I don't want to smell like pennies in the morning or anybody else. We trying to get these extra 10 people. Ain't nothing but 10 people roll up over there. Y'all cool. Thank you. Thank you so much.
We was so close. So close.
Yeah.
Yay.
501 to be exact. Let's go.
That's why I said we need that plus one. We need that the plus to make sure that YouTube really catch it. No games.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you guys for real. We appreciate that.
Much
And this is
appreciated.
the link at Screen Static Studios. Yes. Perfect, y'all. Okay. Now let's get into it. So after the weird faces and the red wings and the running red lights, I don't know if there's any more adjectives we can put on that.
Oh, thank you, God. Thank you.
Let's run it back because
girl.
Oh, thank you, God. Thank you.
I've never in my whole life.
Holy Spirit.
She ain't get to let's leave God out of this foolishness, lady. Let's leave God out because this was probably the most unhinged part for me. Because what we're not gonna do is say God orchestrated this adulterous.
You're not over there doing blood magic, you ain't.
She's still a Christian. She still go to church on Sunday, every Sunday. She's a devoted Christian now.
Wild work. The way she, like I said, she wrapped up in her white shroud with blood all over it and proceed. Thank you, God. Now, if she would have started speaking in tongues, I would have really been done. I would have had to quit watching the show because it was just too much. Dom, have you seen anything like this before?
If
anybody ever had you ever seen anybody do peek back at somebody and they did this when you walked away?
Now look. No, and good. If somebody do this after I'd have left them, they need to stay there. Don't come back. And matter of fact, it might have been some folk who I tried to get rid of and kept coming back around. That might explain some stuff. No, I don't need this. I'm good with the reactions I get. I don't need this. This is too much.
That man walked away. I said, I wonder if he looked back as she was doing laps around this no-tell, motel, Holiday Inn situation.
Yeah, he made it. He made it to the bottom of them steps. It was like, is Batman up there? Like what? It was that was unhinged. And then the blood stains in the cape is ridiculous. And thanking God for successfully carrying out an affair is diabolical work. It's diabolical work.
From the pits, from her father, the devil. That's like where that is.
She dropped to her knees and said, if it was actually blood magic, if she did this and then immediately after, like any cuts she had, or she was old and she got younger, like if this was actually blood magic, I'd be telling everybody to watch the show. This show would be the best thing on TV if that was the case. It's like the opposite of the movie It Follows. Like you have sex and a demon follow you. You have sex and you gain somebody's powers. Like that's a show. Nah, that's showtime.
Lord have mercy. Yeah, TP. Thanking God for an affair. She's of her father, the devil. Kay, what?
Look, put pretty girl Danny.
I didn't think it was a Vienna sausage. So the first image of the peen we saw, I was like, okay, right? But then he must be a grower, not a shower, because the aftermath, it was left flat.
Hey, that man was depleted. Let's not do that. All that matter, it don't matter. That's why they blurred it out, because it don't matter. What her face was all that matter. Her face said it was enough. Dang it, her face said it was enough. So it was enough for her. It was enough for that lady he cheating on at home. That's all that mattered. That's all that mattered. We leave that man 17 centimeters alone.
Oh my gosh. Kay.
This lady going to hell.
And she gonna double down on it. We'll get to
I
it.
sit over here like, now how I get in it?
How did I get here? Listen,
I didn't tell you to do that.
disrespectful. Tyra, what?
You didn't let her have it, Jesus. You know how deprived you got to be to thank the Lord immediately. Like, she broke down like she had seen. Remember that episode of Girlfriends when Tony was arguing with Joan? They had that little fight, and Mr. McKirkland, they was all singing on the stage, and she went up there and like she repented all her sins, and then Jones went up like she was repent, like thank you Lord, like she took it to the altar. She got her knees, thank you Lord. You don't know how long it's been, how long, like the sensation and satisfaction she got out of like touching that man's shoulder. Like, I wonder if he gonna have knee-jerk reactions like my husband, or say kissing me feels like wet wool. She's like, oh my God, he let me touch his shoulder.
Oh my Lord.
Like she's infatuated. The girl, let her have it. She ran out there in her bloody Superman cape, came back like, oh, thank you God, thank you.
It ain't bad enough that the sheets.
Amazing.
Why would you wrap yourself
in the blood, and not in a good way? Because we know how. If you Christian, you know how you believe. The blood covers a multitudes, but not in this way. This is not what that meant.
And you know she ain't washing.
No, this was communion. This was communion.
No,
the body and the blood.
No,
the body and the blood.
Covered in blood.
No. And so then not only all this goes down, right? Then we get back to group therapy, and it's time to share it with
about
the
what
people.
God would think. And there I was in a hotel bed with a man who's not my husband. Felt that God, this is what it's all about.
This is what it's all about. Hold on, y'all need to hear that again.
My whole
Yeah, I
life
heard it, I
worried
heard
about what God would think. And there I was in a hotel bed with a man who's not my husband. Felt that God, this is what it's all about.
This is what it's all about. Tyra, is this what it's all about?
It's all about this. And thank you, Jesus. She's very fulfilled. Like she feels like she's found what, knowing she don't know this man from a can of paint. She don't know what, like, that the affair side, because you're cheating. You up in here. It was a bloody slumber party massacre. It was terrible. And this just fulfilled her in a way. The fact that she's even bold enough to share this in this group proudly says, because this is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Like, I found what I've been seeking, what I've been lacking forever with this little piece of husband, this useless man. If she ain't gonna give two damns about them kids, she's dang sure ain't caring about that man. Right now, I think leaving this, and whenever we circle back to her, because we're clearly spending singular episodes on one character, she's gonna be all into that man and all into their affair, and stuff is gonna go astray because of it. She don't give a damn about nothing. This is what it's all about. I found
not even what that lady said, because the lady in purple was probably me. Oh, this is a lot. I mean, this is the kind of consorting you're doing as a mother, eating her hot Cheetos, or not hot Cheetos, but her Cheeto Puffs, excuse me. And she says, listen, I don't give up what any of y'all say about what I had, because he gave me new life. Kay, did this man give her new life? Is that what it was?
I'm trying, but she said that this is what it's all about. What is the this? What is it? What is the this?
What this is all about?
What is the this? I need to figure out what the this is. Because
she has purpose.
Because that man still don't want you. The dude that you done did blood magic with, he don't want you either. So I need to know where the payoff is. Like, what is the thing? If this was what all about? What's the next thing? What are we doing next? Because neither one of those are gonna do that with you again. You forget that. So what we got to do next to get to what it's all about again? What's next, Lena?
he linked up with her again at the end of the episode, so he down.
Damn.
They ain't linking up to
I missed
talk.
it.
They're probably gonna do something in the back of that pickup truck. Watch.
Because this
Watch.
is what
We're
it's
gonna
all
get 'em.
about.
Yeah, I gotta see what
Well-
you like. I gotta see what you like when you're not on day one.
Dom,
Well, that
what
blood
did you
magic
think? What
pulled
you feel
back
about
in.
her doubling down and the judgment of the group therapy? Because that lady was judging. She was judging her.
Oh yeah, and folks go, and she should be judged. Wait, we're not finna act like the lady in purple is in the wrong.
No, she wasn't. That's what I said. I'm the lady in the purple. You above
Yeah,
her. You
yeah.
just leave that man first.
I was thinking, and I was like, you ever been to church, like Baptist church? I would say black church, and it's testimonial time. Like if this is what it's all about, and the Lord help you, stand up in the middle of church and when it's testimonial time and tell that story, and that'd just be a good time in church for me.
That'll
But
be like Vampire in Brooklyn last night. Evil is
It's
good.
That was a piece of evil ass. If I ever seen it, that was evil. Graceful.
but I think
Shout out to everybody that was at the watch along yesterday.
Evil ass. Yeah, it was evil.
no, but I think this was her first time, and this is when she talked about this is what it's all about. This is probably her first time having sex for pleasure. This is probably her first time being like, I want to have sex, and I chose who I want to have sex with, and I did that. And so, and there was no relationship, marriage, children. None of those things were factors in this choice. It was just purely pleasure. So the idea of sex for pleasure is probably just now entering her life at 39. I don't know. But yeah, so I think that's what she's talking about. This is all about is the fact that, which is crazy to say that God told you that having sex out of wedlock, it just and fornication is what it's all about. The idea that God told you to do that is hilarious, but people gonna people.
That's her level of delusion, unfortunately. And now, after all said and done, now I can exploit you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Take me by the restaurant because I'm hungry. But then also let me to get my recorder out. Can I record you? Do you mind if this is recorded? Because I would love to use you in my book. Dom, is that what this is about? Or does Gia really want to just tell her story altruistically? I just wanna share your story. It's worth sharing, Lena.
If it was altruistically, then she would have been here before somebody was like, "Where's my money?" Like she's only there because somebody needs some money from her, and she needed to write a book. So she didn't go cross country just feeling the need to tell women's stories. That's not what happened. Somebody told her what to do, and she went and did it because she got bills to pay. And no, this is exploitative. This is because it just imagine if you were in group therapy. If you were in group there or just a group talk, this doesn't have to be like an official therapy session, but you're just in a group setting where y'all come to talk and you think it's a safe place, and then you leave and somebody taps you on the shoulder and be like, "Hey, I know you just bared your soul out there," and then the whole circle was judging you for it. But I'm also an author, so this wasn't actually a safe place because I had ulterior motives, and I want to now tell your story that everybody just judged you for. I want to tell it to the world. Like that would not only be a violation, but highly offensive. And depending on who you roll up on, you might get hit. Like this is just, I don't see any good faith in what she's doing.
There's none. There's none, in my opinion. Tyra, what say you?
I don't like this actor. I already have a disconnect because of the actor, and then it's just. I mean, I can get this. I guess that's the intriguing part to me because I can even see why Desperado Lena would want to share like, my story's worth it. You want to talk to me? Like, oh my god, like that's gonna make her day. But when we get into Salone and Maggie, how did you get them to talk to you? Because Salone, first of all,
catered. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to know how you got those other two women to talk to you or share the story. Like, what was the connect? Because she better not be magical. Because that ain't it. She's not likable. She's not.
Maggie should be the easiest one because it's just like, so this doesn't happen to anybody else.
Oh, okay. Like as just a way to shed light on a terrible situation.
The Sloan, I don't know how that's gonna happen.
Gia's gonna have to open up in a way, I think, to make these women feel comfortable. At least Sloan, because I don't see Sloan. I see Sloan paying her absolute dust. Like, girl, who are you?
Yeah, it's just not. It hasn't. I'm waiting on the happening to happen for her. It hasn't happened for me yet. I just feel like she's taking advantage of Lena because I told you Lena's slow. Okay, there's a delay in multiple ways than one, and it's just like, yeah, I want my story. Like, it's just, yeah. First of all, where's the check? What do I get for this? Like, nothing's being like, what are you gonna leave in? What are you gonna take out? What all are you gonna say? This is gonna be out there in the world, and it's just like, oh, okay. Like, it's like they had a stepbrothers. Did we just become best friends? Ass moment. Like, you don't know her. You don't know her. We don't know anything about each other, but it was just like this moment in this car. And for Lena here, this is her just getting back into that adolescence. And it's like, I would never call you that. Like, she's just so gullible and so teeny bopper. So it just felt like she found a kindred friend and like, hey, can we just go grab a bite? And like, yeah, maybe we can hang and talk sometime. Like, this is her inner circle now. This is her other 14, 15-year-old friend in her mind. And we're just going to be talking. And is it going to still be the same when we get into the book and it being published? Is it still going to be okay then, Lena? I don't know.
We'll see, especially if she's writing her like this. The way that she's writing these women, I mean, and maybe this is the truth of them, but it's not flattering at all. Kay, is her intention to exploit, or is Gia in it for a deeper meaning? It's really about women's liberation in
She
sexual
said this was like
freedom.
a good story. She said this is like good because if she was really in it to help, she would have got that lady help. She would have said, "Ma'am, did you go check and go to the doctor and make sure you ain't got nothing? Because you might have something." And that's real reckless of you. You ain't tell her that was reckless. You ain't worried about her mental health, her physical health. You keep letting her go to this wacky ass doctor. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. At this point, she's like, this is a juicy story. I'm gonna have a bestseller with this one, girl. Yes, come on, sit in my car. Can I record you quick?
Just unhinged, y'all. And we have one more question in our game and then just a few more slides and we'll be wrapping this up. So chat, y'all already know what to do. Shout out to the 50 people that are in the building. Thank you so much for being with us. I know this is a new show. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, honey, because it was a lot even for me, y'all. Even for me. Can you guys see the slide?
We see each other in a set of 4.
I see you see me. I see you. We see each other. Okay, here we go. What would you do? This is the last one. So be thou ready. Scenario. You're out with your affair partner, your lover, your side chick, your side dude, right? At a local restaurant, and suddenly you spot a mutual acquaintance from your life. You've almost been caught. What do? A, quickly leave the restaurant and hope the acquaintance didn't see you. B, act casual and pretend you're just friends. You say, we's just a friend, hoping they don't suspect anything. Or C, confront the situation head on, introducing your affair partner as a friend and seeing how they react. Kay, what you doing?
You muted, Kay.
Okay, wait, describe this again, because I was thinking it was one thing that it wasn't. Let's see. You're
at a local restaurant with your affair partner, with your man, with your lover, with your side dude.
I'm with Michael
and
B. Jordan. Okay.
You spot a mutual acquaintance from your life. So I'm assuming someone you and your husband know. You've almost been caught. What do? Almost. So you don't know if they saw you or not, but there's a chance they could have seen you. Tipping and dipping.
If they know me before they know him. I got some good friends. Let's just say that. So, I ain't even gonna need to act casual. Y'all gonna already know what it is. Y'all gonna know what the deal is. Just give me a head nod and keep it moving. Just be like, hey, what up? And let's keep it moving. My people, they gonna know what the deal is. Okay, I ain't got to be out here dipping and dodging.
Dom. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I cut you off, Kay? What you gonna say?
Yeah. I'm like casual.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So B. Dom, what are you doing? What you doing?
This hypothetical person, man, is the worst cheater ever in life. Now, because why are you in the city? You gotta get out the city when you do stuff like that. You gotta get out the city. Why are you at the same Benihana's that we all go to? Stop that. But you gotta act casual. You gotta do B, because if you act caught, people gonna think you caught. So people gonna assume you're doing something you ain't supposed to be doing. If you just act like, if I act like I'm supposed to be here and act like, then you gonna think I'm supposed to be here. And so it's fine.
Okay. Tyra, what you doing?
A player doing B. What are you talking about? Why you running out quickly, acting caught? Then you gonna draw attention to yourself. Look like you're sneaking. See, that's a little too close for comfort. Where we going? Why would we do that? We're doing B. We're acting casual. We're pretending we're just friends. Are we not? We're just two friends having a dinner.
Tyra said, "You're doing too much. You're doing too much."
Don't do that.
What situation? I don't know. I don't know what you're referring to.
So, somebody gonna say, "I saw Tyra. She ran out of there so quickly with this man." See, what you giving people reasons? What are you talking about?
That wasn't even me.
I'm sorry that you got to do that to yourself.
If you put that vibrator in another side.
Oh, is it there? I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't mean.
I'm sorry that you got to do that.
It was, you know how you be duplicating slides and everything. Let me run the audio back one more again, y'all, so you can hear it. Don't be distracted by that vibrator behind the curtain.
I'm sorry that you got to do that to yourself.
Okay, so in this last scene, well, in one of the last scenes, right, we see kind of throughout the episode, you will see montages of what seemingly trauma, right? There is blood in these scenes. Some of them, she's writing out something in the blood. We see her in the shower in the fetal position, curled up. We see her with issues with her body in general, but still no concrete clues. A lot of that is as an adult woman, right? In this scene, we flash back to what appears to be a parochial school, maybe a private school, and we see a football player approach. He hands her a wad of money and says, "I'm sorry you have to do this to your body." And she says, "Well, just make sure you don't tell so-and-so." And I want to know from you guys what really happened. I'm going to start with you, Tyra. What's your theory about what happened with Lena?
Well, when we handing over money, we abort missions. That's the only reason that we're ever handing over a wad of cash. The question is, was it something warranted because she slept with somebody, or was it something involuntarily? If we're giving the money, 9 times out of 10, we're the person who did it. So I want to know, because she says, "Don't tell Aiden," which is, battle scar, bloodbath, bae. Like, don't tell him. She's like, okay. So I'm like, was it voluntary that she slept with this friend who's giving the money to abort the mission, or was it involuntarily, or is this just a friend who saw an incident occur and it's like such and such happened and I need money and he's not a part of it and he's just trying to help her out as a friend who knows maybe what she went through? I just want to know what she experienced, because it's not made clear here, but she's definitely aborting the mission.
Yeah, I'm hoping it's the latter. I'm hoping that the football player is just a good guy and maybe saw something, was privy to something, and is either like a go-between, or he's just trying to help her. That's my hope. Kay, what do you think? What really happened with the Scarlet Witch?
I mean, if she's having a conversation with him and she's not like, "I'm afraid," or "I don't want you in my presence," or trying to run away, this looked like a business transaction. Like this was like they made this as a group effort. This was a team decision.
Okay, so we'll see. Dom, what say you about? She's going to be the Scarlet Witch, aka Lena, now at this point, forevermore. With Kay's blood magic, it just makes sense. So, what really happened with the Scarlet Witch and this football player? What does it mean?
I mean, it seems like the tale as old as time. The star football player slept with the girl in high school, and then she gets pregnant, and if she has this baby, it's gonna mess up like his whole "I'm gonna go pro" Friday Night Lights situation. So we need to put that $500 on the table. And so when that's what I hear is the going rate. And so that is, to me, that's just seems like, and then we know she got the ultra we got the ultra holy roller as a mother. We know we can't come home with no teen pregnancy, and we know that it ain't no support system for that at the house. She gonna be out in the street. She had this baby, so it was probably this is the what's best for you type of situation. And I think it probably was a team effort, because I don't know how many high schools would come up with that money at a moment's notice, because you gotta act quick. So but it was probably the friend looking out for his homie, because he's a star football player, and we got to make sure my man go pro.
Well, you just made this man a football player, dumb.
I mean,
I thought he was a football player.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, we don't know if Aiden was. We know that the guy handing the money is the football player.
Oh, I thought Aiden was a football player too.
He may have. He just gave a little, like he played guitar in the middle of the damn mall, the way Lena running around here acting. I don't know.
Lord have mercy. And so the final question of the night before we head into episode 3 and the watch along this Friday, y'all. Make sure you're there. It's open to all of the subbies. So be there, be square. It is going to be so fun immediately following our Reasonable Doubt Live on Friday. But what I want to know is, what is Lena, aka the Scarlet Witch, gonna do? Because this is the most devilish look back to the camera as she's out there in the field with that man's pickup truck. I think next time we see Lena, he's gonna be clapping those cheeks in the flatbed of that pickup truck. Tyra, what you think? What is Lena gonna do?
Get ducked, if you know what I mean. She about to get ducked every day of the week and twice on Sunday. All the free time that she have, she gonna be trying to get next to that man. Them kids ain't gonna be getting picked up from school. He gonna have to leave that mail right multiple times and get pissed off because I'm trying to do my job and pay these bills. You're missing in action. Where you been, Lena? What you doing? Lena gonna get caught. Lena gonna get caught, gonna get seen, gonna get something. You know, she already don't have no real discernment. She already a little slow, she a little touched. This is just not gonna end well. It's not gonna end well. But in the meantime, before it gets to not ending well, she gonna be getting ducked every time she can. She gonna be trying to get some.
Okay, what's Lena gonna do? What's the Scarlet Witch gonna do, ma'am?
Thotting and bopping until she get caught, because she ain't got the game. She ain't no player. So she ain't gonna play the game right. She ain't no player. So she
Dom, what's next for Lena?
Well, next up is them kids gonna get taken away. I don't know what's gonna happen because she is once that man realizes that all of that river that he was feeling didn't need to be on day one. It's just like that. She just get like that for him regardless. It's gonna be every day of the week. It's gonna be as she's gonna be sneaking out the house, and them kids gonna be hungry. Them kids not gonna make it to school on time. They gonna be left at school, and the husband is gonna be like, wait a minute, I gotta be a dad here, and that's not part of the arrangement. So you must be messing up. Something's going on with you because you supposed to be doing everything, and I don't like this.
Yeah, Lena gonna be acting different, dressing different. She ain't gonna have them damn gloves on no more. She gonna be having her titties up and still like, where are you going?
It's gonna be like, actually, you know what? It's gonna be like Temptation, the Tyler Perry movie, where she was getting dressed in nice stuff and sneaking out. Well, not even sneaking, she's just walking out the house, and the husband doesn't care. They're the most oblivious man in cinema. Like, that's what's gonna happen for
a child. She's 14. She's rebelling now. She's gonna be acting. She's gonna be dressing different and acting 14 and going out to be with her boyfriend every single chance she gets. She want to relive those days. I wouldn't be surprised if we open up with them laying on the field of grass, talking to each other, gazing into each other's eyes. Ugh.
That's part of why she said she didn't give a damn no more. She said, I don't need my gloves anymore. I have no pain. No more palpitations, no headaches. She said, I'm in pain every day. And when I'm with that man, I don't feel any pain.
It's going to be an addiction. Well, it's already an addiction, but it's going to showcase as addiction because that's how prescription drugs work. Like, I get hooked on it because it takes the pain away. And then so I just got to keep taking it because I don't want the pain to come back. That's all she's doing. The pain takes the pain away.
The only thing ain't going to end this is that man. Because it's fun right now. He don't know how crazy she is and how delayed that woman is. It's fun right now. You know, we don't be linking up, getting a little sex. Okay, what's gonna happen when he don't want to deal with her, or when he got to go home? or when he wants
Yes.
He ain't
distance.
gonna be able to
Right.
shake her off. They done got blood ties now. She gonna be right around the corner, peeping around the corner.
You gotta get your fix from somewhere else. She gonna be
Scarlett,
down
what you
bad in
doing?
the alley.
Scarlet Witch done. You said she done put a root on him, and so it's done now. Y'all don't think her little sneaky link will get tired of her? I feel like she'll get attached to him, and he'll listen. What heart to break? I think this is lust. She might confuse it with love just because of where she's at in her like brain development. But oh yeah, when he gets a whiff of her cookie for Cocoa Puffs, yeah, he'll be a goner unless he likes the crazy smacks.
No, he's
Some
gonna have
people
a
are like that.
breakdown. It's gonna be, oh my God, Lena, we're not 14 years old, okay? Leave me the hell alone. Watch. Quote me. Watch.
Nah, she gonna turn into Michael Ealy from season 1 of Reasonable Doubt and just start showing up.
Lord, I don't doubt it because she's hooked on the pain. Now, you guys, thank you so much for being here. That was it for 3 Women episode 2. But before we're out of here, I want to let you know what they have going on. And so, Kay, let the people know what you got going on, friend. Let me move you over. Hold on. Let me move you over, Kay. Okay, never mind. You're going to be up there on your own because I don't know what's happening. Here we go.
Well, I'm here. Good evening. Thank y'all for joining us and watching this ridiculous show. I'm pretty sure this is going to get even more ridiculous than it already has. And we'll be here every Sunday for the double feature. Y'all hit the subscribe button. We got stuff coming every week. Tomorrow, I'll be hosting Insecure. Y'all know the Insecure fans who have already watched the show. Y'all know what happens in episode 5 and 6. We got to talk about it. Tuesday from season 3. I think it started tonight. Watch season 3. If you have not seen From, I challenge you, go watch the first 15 minutes of From. If it don't do nothing for you, you cut it off. If it catch you in the first 15 minutes, we'll see you on Tuesday. Right now, there is an interview up with Harold Perrineau from and all the other stuff that he's done in the past. It's their trailer reaction to Salem's Lot that comes out next month. And we have our Watch Along Wednesday. Ashley's Pick members only will be having our blockbuster night this Wednesday instead of Saturday because guess what? Grotesquerie is out. So we got to talk about that show. It's spooky season. Hit that subscribe button. Expect some more spooky content coming from me.
Awesome. Dom, what you got going on? And Playing Down Under says, you are a brave man to go on the stream with 3 women, Dom.
Hey, it's somebody got to do it. Somebody got to man the fort. No, it's great over here, and y'all got me over the 500, so I appreciate it. It's at like 506 right now, so I appreciate that. And so that just means I got to put out more content, and so to keep y'all satisfied. And this week on Screen Static, we're gonna do it's actually some movies coming out this week, so I'm happy because September's been kind of a low month. But you got the Brad Pitt, George Clooney movie Wolves that I'm going to review. The movie Megalopolis I've been waiting for all year. It's coming out this week. So we're going to review that. We're going to talk about that. So come on over and we're going to talk about it. We're going to have a good time.
Thank you. Tyra, what's going over there at the Struggle Spectacular?
Please, Ashley, it's late, baby. I'm tired. Well, yeah. Tuesday, I'll be dropping my video for Welcome to the Dollhouse. Before the hosting of From, of course, Mondays are for Insecure. Be there for that. And be there Wednesday for the watch along. I don't want to give y'all full breakdowns on everything weekly because we always come back the next day, like Jason or Freddie. So just be there and have your notifications on because we're here every day.
Absolutely. You guys already know what the deal is. Thank you for being here. Please make sure that you're subscribed to everyone on this panel. Please make sure that you have your notifications selected for all notifications, not customized, right? Because I don't want you to miss a thing. We have some super great content. Please make sure that you're checking everyone's channels for their uploaded content as well. I just dropped like 6, 7 8 videos. I'm about to drop my From season 3 episode 1 review tonight. It's already recorded. I just have to do a few little tweaks. But thank you guys so much for being here. We appreciate you. Amy, the Cheshire Cat, you can watch on MGM Plus, and if you go through Prime, you can get a free trial. So what I'd recommend is if you go ahead, Tyra.
You can go on Google, Amy. Type in Look. That's LOOK movie. Look movie. That's one word altogether. Then put a 2 on the end. The number 2. A service link should pop up that will let you watch anything you want to for free 99. Don't say I ain't never gave you nothing.
That part.
If you didn't catch if you didn't get the free link from Google, it's available on MGM Plus or through MGM Plus from Amazon Prime for the ones that don't like to pirate. But if you like to get yours the ski mask way,
You know what about her to pull up to MGM just for From, and they might not like it. If she wanted to test it out,
You can go watch Emperor Ocean.
You know what? They said that ended good though. They said it ended good. I quit after 2 episodes.
Yeah, I won't know.
I'll never know. But you guys, thank you so much for being here. We appreciate y'all so much. Have the most amazing week, and we'll be back tomorrow. We will be back on tomorrow, and I will leave you with this. Thank you.
Sarah Jane? That's my baby. You mean Sarah Jane Johnson? Yes, ma'am. I'm Mrs. Johnson. Ever see him?
Oh, Mama, stop acting. Stop trying to shift people around as if they were pawns on a stage.
White. White. White!
All the kids talking behind my back.
No!
Are you black?
No, I'm as white as you!